Lancashire won for the fourth game in a row, winning for the sixth time from 9 LV County Championship matches to further increase their lead at the top of the second division table. Their latest victory being an innings and 157-run thrashing of Leicestershire at Emirates Old Trafford, where Kyle Jarvis bagged his fourth 5-wicket haul of the summer, while Jigger Nate took 8 in an innings. Lancashire started out on what turned out to be the last day on 314 for 4 for a lead of 107, and Ashwell Prince was soon on his way to his 400 of the championship season. He resumed his innings on 74 and was, as ever, looking in very encouraging form as far as his side were concerned. The morning started as well as Lancashire could have hoped for, with Alex Davis also playing a nice hand, these two wasting no time in adding 41 more runs to the ever-growing lead, which now stood at 148, when Davis on 29 mishit a shot off Nake and offered Charlie Shrek a simple enough catch at mid-on. It was, in spite of the result, a day to remember for Nake, who then had James Faulkner held at slip by Andrea Agathangalou for the spinner's fourth wicket of the innings. But before he could celebrate again, Aaron Lilly went on the attack against him with this 6. While Prince did what he's been doing all season, and that's raising his bat, ton number 4 arrived off his 167th delivery, from which he struck 12 fours. It was another fantastic display from the South African, who must thank himself every day that he delayed his retirement plans. He may want a few more years on this evidence. With that out of the way, Prince and Lilly decided to have some fun as they moved into one-day mode, one shot following another, as Leicestershire started to feel the heat, this pair adding 57 in 8 overs to take the total to 428. Prince was finally dismissed for 104, an easy stumping for Niall O'Brien, which brought Nake a deserved 5-wicket haul. Lilly has had limited opportunities in the first team, but has done well when he's played, his second whopping 6 taking him to a 50 off only 32 deliveries. This was all more salt in Leicestershire's already gaping wound. That was a big hit, but this one from Tom Bailey was even larger, the ball landing in the car park. And he then smashed a Rob Taylor full bunger down the ground for another maximum. This was thrilling stuff from the Lancashire lower order. There followed a second stumping for O'Brien as Bailey departed for a rapid 27. Nake now with his 6th success, although he had by now conceded a lot of runs too. A more classical bit of bowling next ball brought the 30-year-old a 7th wicket as Jarvis was bowled, and after Simon Kerrigan added another 6 to take the total eventually up to 483, Nake had 8 in the bag for the first time in his career, as Lilly was a third stumping victim after making 59 off 41 balls. Nake's figures 8 for 179 from 44 and a half overs. Lancashire were all out for 483, which had them 276 runs ahead, and it looked a different game after lunch completely when the visitors came out to bat for a second time. Jarvis, who began this innings with 50 championship wickets under his belt, started the victory charge by trapping O'Brien in front with 24 runs on the board. The Zimbabwean hits the pitch and bowls straight, something which proved to be too much for Angus Robson, who was bowled shouldering arms for what turned out to be an equal top score of 27. Mark Cosgrove was then caught on the cover boundary of Faulkner after making only 4. Leaving it to Umar Akmal to try to keep this match going. He and Ned Eckersley took the score to 85 before Leicestershire were blown away by Lilly and Jarvis. After some consultation between the umpires, Akmal was given out to the spinner after edging a sweep shot onto his boot and then into the gloves of Davis. Eckersley was then superbly held by Paul Horton at slip off Lilly after battling hard for his 27, which had taken him nearly 2 hours to accumulate. 3 balls later and Lilly had a third, Prince with the smart catch this time to remove Ben Rain for a duck, which left the score on 90 for 6. And 17 runs later, Nake's day was ruined when he was LBW to Jarvis for 3. Jarvis then came around the wicket to bowl Taylor for a golden duck, while Lilly also grabbed a 4th wicket as Agathangalou's resistance was ended on 18 as he nicked behind. And 45 minutes before the scheduled close, it was all over. Jarvis with wicket number 55 of an incredible season, Shrek completing a pair as he was another leg before victim. With Jarvis taking 5 for 44 and Lilly 4 for 28, Leicestershire were all out for 119. It meant a fourth win on the bounce for the runaway second division leaders, who already have 1 foot back in the top flight after taking this game by an innings and 157 runs with more than a day to spare. 237 points were enough to see Worcestershire promoted last year, and Lancashire now already have 167 with 7 games remaining. After beating Essex, Leicestershire have now lost heavily in their last 2 matches and sit just 1 place off the bottom of the table. They head to Glamorgan next on Monday.